Hey everyone, it's DeAnna. I wanted to show you this book and explain what it is before I did the decorating, and I forgot and I went ahead and did the decorating. So you're gonna see this before I actually go through the decorating process, but I think it'll go quick, so it'll probably be fine. But I wanted to explain this book to you. This is a mix of some different things that I have going on this year. So my one little word this year is focus, and my plan is that I really want to focus on my house. There's a few other things too, but the biggest thing is my house. And the reason for that is because we are really wanting to sell our house and move into a different house. So it's been on our minds for a while, and we've talked about it for a while, but we're just not making we're making some progress, but not, I want to see like more progress. The other thing is, even if we didn't want to sell our house or whatever, this is just gonna help me get organized and clean up and things like that. So so it's partially my one little word. It's also a little bit of, I've been doing bullet journaling now for a year, and I love bullet journaling. One of the things I like about it is the tracking, so like having lists and, you know, being able to highlight things off and tracking things. And so I do a like a money challenge. I have a couple of them that I do in my bullet journal, and I love being able to like highlight when I, you know, put a certain dollar amount in my bank account or whatever. And so that's one of the things I love about bullet journaling. So I decided to go ahead and take a traveler's notebook and just kind of combine those two efforts. And so what I came up with is this. It's household projects, and I do have some other traveler's notebooks, but this is just the one I'm sharing right now. And this is the decorating that I did in the video. But what I did was I took all of the different shelves and cupboards and just different places where I have things that I need to go through and either de-junk or give away or you know, get rid of or do something with. And so I did that, and I continue to add more, so you'll see more in here than you will in the part of the video where I'm decorating. So sorry if my dog starts barking. She seems to think there's something outside to bark at. But so I have storage bins. So these are one of them belongs in my living room, and the other one is one for my bedroom. And so I just literally drew out how many bins there are. Hopefully you can see this. And then I wrote like bin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, you know, through 12. And then like this one here, this is the one that is in my, that goes to my bedroom. And so I have those bins marked off. And then I already went through those two bins, and so I was able to highlight them. So that was cool. And then I have all my scrapbooking bins and shelves. So I have two of the ones, they're the IKEA shelving, so the two different kinds. There's the Kallax and then the other original one. But I have two of those, and then I have a bunch of the white cubes from Michael's. And so I just drew out those, the other ones over here. And then as I go through them, I'll highlight them to say that I'm done. And then this one, I have one of the IKEA shelves that has like the 4 cubes. And then we have an entertainment center in our living room, and this is going to be a big, even though it's really not that like cluttered, some of them actually don't have like hardly anything in them, but what's going to be the biggest challenge is that we have a lot of loose discs, so a lot of DVDs that, you know, people watched and then they didn't put them away. And we have books that we put them all in, and we put them in alphabetical order, so I have to rearrange all that. And we've added more movies, so, you know, we bought a couple more of those books, you know, to expand the storage. So a lot of that's going to be that piece of it. And then I have an iris case bin. It's one of those black ones on wheels that I'm actually going to get rid of, but I want to keep the iris cases, and a lot of this stuff I think I'm probably going to be able to get rid of. So I have that on here. Then I even put my carts on here, so like these are more fluid supplies that go on here, so I you know, sometimes I have different iris boxes on there, sometimes I have my shot box on there, or whatever it may be. And so I'm doing those two. So I already went through this drawer, and so I was able to highlight it. And then this one is a part of the white shelving that I hadn't drawn out yet. I have two of those. They're just like the smaller shelves, but they fit an iris box in them. So I have two of those stacked on top of each other, and then another one of the Mike's cubes on top. So, excuse me. Then I also went ahead and actually drew out my kitchen cabinets. So I don't have a lot of drawers or shelves or anything like that, but I just drew them out. And my kitchen is going to be a huge task because I have so much stuff in my kitchen, like containers and lids and pans, and you know, we have to do like actually redo our kitchen, remodel it, because a lot of the cabinets and stuff were taken down years ago, and so we just have like a big like a cabinet that you would buy at like Target or Walmart for like our pantry and stuff. So this is going to be a big undertaking, but so that's for that one. And then I have more space back here, and I was kind of breaking it up into like sections, but I'm going to end up doing a whole another section on the upstairs in our house, and just, you know, drawing out like the closet and the different rooms and the shelving that's in them, and any of the bookshelves or anything like that. It seems like it's time consuming, and it seems like, you know, what's the point? But for me, that's really motivating, to be able to like track how I'm doing and be able to highlight things as I get things done. Like, to me, it'll be really exciting, like when I get an entire thing done. Like yesterday when I cleaned this this cube, I was like so happy because like 99% of what was in there I was able to either put where it belonged or get rid of it. And I have like almost a completely empty drawer here now, so it's like I feel like I'm making space, and so just to be able to highlight that and say that I'm done makes me happy. So anyways, I don't know if this is interesting to you guys or not, if you want to see my progress, or if I add more for the upstairs or whatever, if that's something you're interested in. But I thought I would share that just because I talked about sharing a few different things on my channel over the year. So I have a lot of different traveler's notebooks that I do. I have my bullet journal. Like I said, I've been doing that for a year. And mine's more minimalistic. I don't have like all the drawings and stuff in my bullet journal. But I do every once in a while do some different spreads, and I have a couple of spreads that are really consistent every month that I use. And so I can share that too if anybody's interested. But just leave me a comment below. Let me know if this is something you're interested in, or if you'd like to see more of these types of things. Just leave me a comment below, and I am going to go ahead and let the video run for the decorating of it, which, by the way, these are really thick, and I wanted to use them so bad because it's just like perfect. I'm never going to use this on a scrapbook page, but it's like a couch. I mean, I'm not going to use that for anything, but it worked perfect for the entertainment center. And then I was even able to put this like little TV here, which is actually where my TV goes. So I thought that was kind of fun. So these are really thick, but even when I drew like the extra shelving, it wasn't that big of a deal. Like the bumps underneath, it was fine. So, but yeah, so all right, I'm gonna go ahead and let that roll. Talk to you later. All right, here we go. So I am just kind of showing you the book right now, and I will get started in decorating. I went through a lot of these supplies were from an older hip kit, and I don't remember which month it was, but it was one of the later summer ones, I think, or early fall, between those two seasons. And there's a couple packets of embellishments that we got that were very home related, and I wish I could remember which ones they were. I want to say it's like one was a Project Life, like a Becky Higgins embellishment pack, and the other one, ooh, I think I have it right here. This one was from We Are Memory Keepers, and let's see if it has a Honey, I'm Home. So there were a couple of different embellishment packs in that kit that were very homey and had a lot of like designs for like the kitchen. Like you see right there, there's some mixing bowls on a teapot, and earlier there was a couch. Those are all things that I wouldn't normally use in a scrapbook page, and I hadn't gotten rid of it yet, but I was like, man, when I decided to do this book, I figured, wow, those would fit perfect in here. So they are a little bit thicker, and I kind of talked about that a little bit in the intro part of the video, but normally when I like if I'm going to put stickers and things like that in my planners or my traveler's notebook, depending on how thick the paper is, I usually try not to go too thick with the embellishments, but these are, they're okay. I've already added a couple new spreads in this book, and it wasn't too terrible drawing over those embellishments. So yep, and I'm just kind of all over the place. Like as I see things, I just move into a different page. Like I was working on the kitchen, and I originally had worked a little bit on the living room with the couch and the TV, and now I'm doing like the scrapbook stuff. I didn't really have any scrapbook related items out of these packs, but there were a couple of things that were, artsy. So it was sewing, buttons, and thread. And then I really wanted to use this desk. I wish I would have realized what I was doing, because I could have left that space open and just done that IKEA shelf somewhere else. But that's okay. I just cut it in half and it works out fine. That's another thing that I have no idea how I would use that on a scrapbook page. So I was glad that I had something to use it on. And then I thought that was cute. It says make a list, and it's like right by the desk where, you do all your planning. And I'm just doing, okay, so I'm going to add a little bit of washi tape. I have this washi tape that's got like, it's teal or aqua, I guess. And I don't know where I got it from, but I hadn't even opened it yet. And it's really sticky, so I had to mess with it a little bit. So I'm just adding that up there because I didn't really have a title for that stuff because it's all kitchen cabinets. And so I just decided to put the washi tape and then add the letter stickers that say kitchen, just to give it some decoration. Not sure what else I do here. Oh, I think I decorate I want to add a little bit on that front page. And I don't believe I've done that yet. Oh, and I have this little pencil here. I thought that would go good on the side, just going up the side of them. Again, that's like the crafty space. And I'm starting to put some of this stuff away because there was a lot that I had pulled out from that kit that I was thinking I could potentially use. So now this is where I'm just going to add a little bit to the front page here. Just that cute little pink house. Those houses are probably one of my most favorite things in those embellishment packs. And then just adding a little bit of washi tape to the top and bottom. And I believe that is basically it. So I think I'm just going to skim through. But again, let me know if this is something you're interested in or you want to see updates or anything like that. But thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time.